Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about significant figures. To find out the significant figures, we have to follow some rules. The first rule here is all non-zero digits are significant. So let's take an example of 2, 3, 4. So this is non-zero, this is also non-zero, this is also non-zero. So how many non-zeros are there? There are 3. So we have how many significant figures? There are 3 significant figures. Okay, there are 3 significant figures. Okay, let's take another one, that is 2.51. How many numbers are here? There are 3 non-zero digits. So how many significant figures? 3. Let's take another example, that is 2.1. So how many significant figures? We have 2 significant figures. So in this way, all the non-zero digits are significant figures. Okay, now let's take another example. So you can take any other example which you like. So 5, 1. So how many significant figures? 2 significant figures, right? 2 significant figures. The second rule is zeros between non-zero digits are significant. 0 between non-zero digit. So let's take 0 between non-zero digit. So 203. So this is what? 0. But they are between non-zero. This is non-zero, this is non-zero. So how many significant figures? 3 significant figures. So 3 significant figures. In this way, you can take 20301. How many significant figures? So these zeros are between non-zero, so they become significant. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 significant figures. Okay, so zeros between non-zero digits are significant. Okay. Now the third one, 0 at the end after decimal is significant. So let's write 0 at the end. That means it should be at the end, at the last, and it should be after decimal. So let's take 2, 3 point. After decimal, it should be at the end. Okay, this is at the end. So what it is? 0 at the end, and it should be what? After decimal, and it become as significant. So how many significant figures here? 1, 2, 3 significant figures. Okay, 3 significant figures. Now let's take another example again. 1, 2.00. So this is what? This is and 0, ending there is 0, and it is also after decimal. So this is significant. Again, since this became a significant, and this also significant non-zero, and zeros between significant figures, 0 between significant figures are it become as significant. So how many significant figures are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why 5? Because point after decimal become at the end 0 becomes at the end which remains 0 becomes significant, and zeros between significant numbers, this ending 0 is significant, this is also significant, and between zeros between two significant figures and numbers become significant. So total how much significant figures? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 significant figures. Okay, next 4, 0 at the end with no decimal. Let's write 0 at the end. 430. But there is no decimal at all. There is no presence of decimal. So these zeros are not significant. So we have how many significant figures here? We have only 2 significant figures. So let's write another one. 100. It has how many significant figure? 1 significant figures. Okay, that means 0 at the end, 0 at the end, but there is no decimal at all. So this is what? These are not significant. These zeros are not significant. We are not going to count this number. So it has only two significant figures. It has only one significant figures. Okay. Preceding 0 to the first non-zero. Okay, preceding means before. To the first non-zero. Let's take a first non-zero 3, 4. Okay, there's 3. Okay, another non-zero 4. So preceding means before. So this is before number. Before the number there is 0. So these zeros are not significant. So we can have only how many significant figures? 2 significant figures. Okay. So in this way, in case of scientific notation where we write 3 into 10 to the power 2, so we will only consider the number. Okay, so power will be ignored. So how many significant figures? Okay, how many significant figures? Here only one. So one significant figures. Okay. So if I write 4.02, so into 10 to the power 14, so we are going to ignore this one. 10 to the power, we can ignore it. So we have how many significant figures? We have 3 significant figures. Okay, 3 significant figures.